Hey team. Hope you guys are doing good. It's sounds like we're going to be in level 4 a little bit longer, and then you guys in Waikato, you get level 3. Damn it. Lucky you. Um I just thought I'd check in today around vaccinations. And I've been talking to a few of you, and I know that it's a really hard decision to know whether vaccination is a good thing or not. And only you can decide. No one can tell you what to do. Um, but I struggled with the decision, and I thought it might help to know how I process the thinking. Um, so, like, I'm not a very. I didn't want the vaccination. I didn't. Two things. One is um, I know that people act in their own best interest at the expense of others. And I've always had kind of a I've always kind of been skeptical of systems of power. um, and which is why I run Real Clean the way I do. Just we're all equals on this, and anyone that doesn't fit with that can just that they don't fit with us. So, um, but yeah, so I there's sort of like a underlying distrust of what might be behind the vaccinations. And the other thing is I love my body. I really do. And I am playing the long game. I want to look after myself the best I can so that I can enjoy life for as long as possible. And, um, sticking vaccinations into my body doesn't sound great. Don't like the idea of it. But you gotta weigh it up, right? So the upsides of getting a vaccination in my mind, I really had one personal and one community based. So the personal reason was long COVID. And, um, the research is suggesting, depending on the country, that somewhere between 18 and 25% of people get long COVID, which is like, if you said 1 in 20 is sort of a round number, sorry, 20% is a round number, that means 1 in 5 people could end up with long COVID. And long COVID sucks. Like, I think sort of the most common thing is just extreme mental fatigue. And, having suffered a few head injuries over the last few years, chronic mental fatigue just sucks so bad. And then there's the organ failure, and there's a whole lot of more serious physical side effects of long COVID. So the vaccination reduces the likelihood of that being a big effect. And then the second thing is my community and my family. I do not want to be responsible for bringing the virus into and transmitting it to people I love. So those were the two main things that were on my mind. And for me, the positives outweighed the negatives. So I've gone ahead and got it. I didn't get any side effects. I haven't known anyone that's had side effects. One guy did get some flu symptoms. I lie. One guy got some flu-like symptoms, but that was a single thing. So, yeah. Um, so two things more to add to this. We know it's not 100% effective, but we do know that if you were to get it, it doesn't affect you as bad, and it's much less likely that you're passing it on to someone else. So it's a game of probabilities there, and I'd put money on it. So especially if it's my long-term health. So that's number one. The other thing is the vaccination doesn't stay in your body. It's like cooking. So once you know the recipe, you can throw out the cookbook, and that's exactly what your body's doing. It learns from the vaccination, and it records that information for potential future use, but it doesn't hold the vaccine in your body. So it's not sticking around for us. I know a lot of you will have vaccinations and all of this is unnecessary, but if you're sitting on the fence, maybe my story helps you make a decision. Look after yourself, look after your family, and yeah, I appreciate you so much. Thank you.